Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Wilhelm Scream, and welcome back to another day in Destiny 2 for some more Destiny 2 news and Beyond Light intel. And in this video, I'm going to be taking you through a very easy legendary Lost Sector exotic farm cheese and glitch. This will allow you to do a 1280 Lost Sector even if you are massively underleveled like I was in the case of this gameplay. I'm going to discuss everything you're going to want to bring with you, as well as all the glitches and cheeses there in this particular Lost Sector. And I'm going to get to all that information in just 1 second, but first I just want to remind everybody I'm still doing the giveaway on my YouTube channel. The next one will be at 50,000 subscribers. All you have to do to be entered into that giveaway is like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on the notifications, the bell that's right next to the big red subscribe button, and follow me on Instagram or Twitter. They'll be linked in the description box down below. I also encourage anybody who wants to go ahead and join the Discord channel if you're looking for any help in any of the activities that we discuss on this channel. And as always, if you stick around till the end of the video, I'll have a secret hashtag you can leave in the comments section to be entered into that giveaway a second time for this video. And remember, those secret hashtags, they stack between all videos. So if you haven't done this on a previous piece of content on this channel, why not go back, check out another video, and of course, do it again. We're doing a Destiny 2 Beyond Light giveaway, a deluxe giveaway at 50,000 subscribers, so keep that in mind. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to point out is I am doing the Bunker E15 Legendary Lost Sector. In my opinion, this is probably the best Lost Sector to farm. There's several reasons for that, and I'm going to get to all of them. But the next thing I want to discuss before I get to why this bunker is probably the best is the gear that I was bringing with me. As you can see, I am using Ariana's Vow. Now you can buy this weapon from the kiosk in the tower if you don't already own it. This weapon is going to be key to this farm method, simply because this weapon doubles as a couple of things. A sniper, and that'll help you take out the trash ads, and I would suggest don't be afraid to use the ammo for this particular exotic, because it really is great at taking out trash ads from a distance. It's essentially the same thing as having a sniper rifle, even though I think it's even more forgiving. Also, this particular weapon can pierce through barrier champions' shields, which will come in handy later on. The other thing that's great about this weapon is not only does it pierce barrier champions' shields, but it actually will pierce all shields. And because the boss in this particular legendary Lost Sector is a Hydra that has those 3 rotating shields on it, this will actually allow you to shoot through those shields, something that a lot of people actually don't know. You're going to want a Falling Guillotine because of the triple slash plus the Whirlwind Blade damage. You can take out a lot of things fairly easy, especially Minotaurs like this one that have void shields, but also all the champions that you will eventually come up against. For my primary, I am using a 7th Seraph auto rifle, which will allow me to make Warmind cells, which will also be sort of key in this particular Lost Sector. And of course, I have Stagger on the auto rifle. Stagger will actually do 2 things. One, once I stagger an unstoppable champion, or excuse me, an overload champion, I will actually get my grenade back. I'm using the stasis subclass, and I have the grenade on me that, though I can't remember the name at the moment, it actually creates a freezing vortex which sucks adds towards it. You can actually have disruption on that grenade, so anything that gets sucked into that vortex, even the overload champions, will all be staggered. I found this actually works fairly well against the barrier champions too, though I'm not sure exactly how effective it is. I've just sort of been using my sword so much to take out the barrier champions that it might actually just be the freezing effect and not the disruption that's really having an effect on the barriers. But in any case, it's a great grenade to have, so I would suggest you have that equipped. The great thing about this strike that's really going to make it easy for anybody, even if you're underleveled, is the robots. You can release these robots through the little gates that you come into contact with in every stage, or at least every stage after the first one. Those are those little white boxes that you can shoot, and they release these droids that will come and give you a hand. Now, even though the droids really don't do that much damage, they do play a very key role in that they aggro almost everything away from them. So you can run and hide if you need to, and you're not really going to get chased down too much. This gives you sort of a reprieve so that you can actually do most of your damage to the heavily shielded enemies or the big enemies from a distance. It'll also cause barrier champions to shield up so that you can actually get better timing with your Ariana's Vow if you need. As I said, the Ariana's Vow really is key here. Not only is it such a great long-range weapon and has the ability to pierce shields, but it also does great damage to anything else. Like I said, the trash ads that you're probably going to want to not have to deal with that much. So take them out early. Like I said, don't be afraid to use ammo with the Arianas. Get as many of the robots out as you can, and then simply progress to this point in the boss room. Now, I will say in the boss room, you're going to want to take your time. It's not going to be a fast boss kill, but it will be an easy boss kill. I have 5 revives available at this moment. Now, you don't have to take out all the champions. That's a misconception. A lot of people think you actually have to take out all the champions to actually get a chance at an exotic. That's not true. All you really need to do is take out the boss and loot the chest. So, even though in this particular gameplay I do tend to take out a lot of the champions, you don't really have to. The great thing about my build too is whenever I stagger them with my auto rifle, my grenade recharges, and then I essentially get a second charge, or a second disruption. So I can disrupt them and then throw a grenade, and I'll have plenty of time to run up and just chop at them with my sword. I actually think that some of the other enemies that you come in contact, so essentially these ones, the Warrens, are actually a little bit more difficult to deal with, because if they are looking at you, you're not really going to be doing that much damage to you. Though I have played it better in the case of them. What you're going to want to really have happen is make sure that the robots that are in the boss room that are helping you get the aggro of the Warren before you actually try to do damage to it. Make sure it's facing away from you, and then shoot it with the Arianas, and you should be able to get it down within 3 shots if you hit a critical strike. But once they're down, if you can avoid most of the champions, which you can do if you play diligently, is just do body shots to the boss. You can do this by just shooting through the shield. You'll never be blocked by any of the shields, but try to avoid doing critical hits. That means don't go for headshots. This is because when you do a headshot to the boss, he will aggro on you if you do too many in a row. I think it's 3 specifically. However, if you do body shots to him, he won't ever actually look at you and just be preoccupied with all the robots in the room that are shooting at him. The robots can die, but not enough are going to die before you actually beat the boss. So just stay in the corridor that you enter the room in and wait for ads to come and try to take you on one at a time. Most of the time, if you're doing this properly, you won't actually attract too much attention from any of the ads. They'll be just preoccupied with all the bots in the room. But the ones that do come, you can take them on fairly easily. Like I said, the Warren is probably the biggest issue in my case, especially in the case of this run specifically. The Overload champions, you'll have that sort of double stagger because you'll be able to shoot them with the auto rifle and then throw the grenade on them. They're actually not that big a problem. And I would actually say use your need to actually take on them as sort of necessity of needing revives. I always end up using at least 3 or 4 revives right in this area. I usually don't use any before, but I'm fairly liberal with them once I get to this point, because I'm so close to the end, all you're really going to need to do is take out the boss. So just use your grenade to stagger when you need at the kind of entrance to this corridor, and you shouldn't run into any trouble. And then in between, just go take body shots at the boss, and you'll wear them down fairly quick. And if you're doing this properly, not only will you have plenty of lives at the end, plus plenty of time, you can actually probably do a efficient run this way in under 10 minutes, even if you're at 1260 or 1250 maybe. I'm not sure. I was at 1260. That's fairly underleveled to do this, though, and to get it done in time with very minimal effort as far as having to really try terribly hard. Now, I'm sure that there's people out there who could speed run this much faster, but again, this is for people who are under leveled. Just sit in the corner, take body shots, let the boss always be looking at the bots around the room. I think every body shot does about, let's say, 4,700 points of damage on average. I see it kind of rotate between the high 5s and the low 4s. But in any case, just do white damage. And you see, they never really look at you. The boss will eventually move, I think 2 or 3 times, and then eventually you can just finish them off with a few extra critical shots. You can go for those crits when they're sort of rotating away from you. Sneak one in occasionally. Just don't do continuous critical strike damage, or they will start looking at you. And once the boss aggroes you, even though you're around a corner and out of eye shot, they will continue to pre-aim that corner. So you'll never really get any reprieve as far as like time to actually look around the corner and do damage to them again. Or at least it'll take quite a bit of time, and that'll eat into the time available to actually get this done in the allotted amount so that you can actually get an exotic. So that's going to be it for all the information in today's video. I'm just going to let the gameplay play out now. Stick around till the end for that secret hashtag you can leave in the comments section to be entered into the giveaway at 50,000 subscribers. Second time for this video. Remember, it's a Beyond Light Deluxe giveaway, so keep that in mind. If you don't have Beyond Light already, it is a pretty awesome expansion, so I would suggest picking it up if you don't already have it, or entering into that giveaway to possibly get it later on. Thanks so much for watching, and of course, we will see you at the end. And thanks for watching all the way till the end of the video. And for the secret hashtag, you can leave in the comments section. Leave a hashtag BeyondLight or a hashtag Lost Sector Farm or Legendary Lost Sector or any other thing you can think of related to this video. And as always, I am Wilhelm Scream. Thank you all so much for watching, and of course, we will see you next time. Little!